Everyone, Vijay Frutu back again, dealing with a bit of a dental infection, but it is time for another report nonetheless. Let's start with Kickstarter. Memento playing cards from a Legends playing card company is 79% funded, 10 days to go, and I'm going to do something else as well. Let's kick track it. Kicktrack.com is a website where you can look at different projects and how they are trending. The Memento playing card project is trending towards actually funding pretty well. That's good to know. But it doesn't look like they're going to hit their stretch goal for the second deck, the white deck. I don't believe. I'm not sure what the goal was, but that's what it's looking like. It doesn't confirm anything, but it's a good indication based on how it's been funding to where it's going. The Bicycle U.S. Presence playing cards from Collectible Playing Cards is funded, 20 days to go. Not likely it's going to hit the $50,000 stretch goal for the gold deck, but it was always an ambitious stretch goal from the beginning. Bicycle Spirit playing cards from playingcards.net is very well funded, 4 days to go. They did unlock that limited edition black deck you see up here. Very cool. It has black faces in case you haven't seen it. And I believe it was like $20, that includes like $2 shipping to Canada, I believe, or is it $22 shipped to Canada? I don't know. A little bit pricey, but it's still pretty cool and limited. Wizard of Oz playing cards from Lux playing cards, 72% funded, 5 days to go. Kicktrack says that it is only trending towards about 89% of their goal. Does not look like it's going to make it. I've been saying that for a while now. Bicycle Starlight Black Hole playing cards from Collectible Playing Cards is well funded, 4 days to go. As far as the Wizard of Oz deck is concerned, I think it's just not making it. I don't know why. I like the artwork. The faces are good. I don't think that the Impressions deck is all that, cracked up to what it's supposed to be. It's interesting. It's cool, but it's not. It doesn't add a whole lot of value in this deck. I like I like that it's got green faces and everything. It's the Emerald Edition, but the impressions they put on the back design just seems unnecessary. I don't know. Maybe they can relaunch with just one bicycle deck and then go from there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They do got $10,000. That's a lot, but not going to make it. One thing I've noticed recently is a lot of projects on Kickstarter seem to be struggling to get funded. Next up is one of those projects, Love Is, playing cards by Natalia Silva, who, by the way, is currently fulfilling her first project, the Russian folk art playing cards. Some people have already received it. I should hopefully receive mine within the next couple of weeks. Her new project is currently 66% funded, 17 days to go. Probably now that Valentine's Day has come and gone, interest in a deck like this will probably go down just a little bit. According to Kicktrack, and I don't see it on Kicktrack. I know it was here. I have to apologize. Excuse me for a minute. There it is. It is trending towards actually funding, but I'm a little bit skeptical. And the reason is because I've seen other projects on Kicktrack that have said they're going to fund extremely well and they didn't make it. And they're only, who knows, it could make it, but to go twice what it currently has, I don't know if that's going to quite happen. Next up, Saturn Playing Cards by Jose Morales, aka Frankie, It is well funded with 14 days to go. Kings playing cards by David Vander Beek. I don't even need Kick Track to tell you that this one is not going to make it. 1% funded. 5 days to go. I could have told you that before it even launched. Because I'm a psychic. Timeless Tradition playing cards by Scott Wilson. Also not going to make it. 10% funded. 14 days to go. Mardi Gras playing cards by Dave Edgerly is pretty well funded. 60 hours to go. They need $5,000 more in order to hit the stretch goal for the second deck. It's not going to happen. The purple deck, as it says right here. Leonardo Art playing cards by Dent de Leon du Midi is funded. 23 days to go. I want to mention that previously in the last project I had said that I wasn't aware of who was going to produce the cards if it was not USB-C. A couple people quickly pointed out that it will be Legends playing cards that will print these if they do not hit the $50,000 stretch goal for USB-C printing. Again, I think that stretch goal for USB-C printing is excessively high, and that they could produce both decks with USB-C right now with $25,000. By the time the project is ended, they should have $35,000 easily if things continue to progress. So I don't understand why they need $50,000 to print with USB-C. It seems, like I said, excessive. But Legends playing cards printing, I like it. Even more so than USB-C printing, because they're really good quality printing. But if we look at the Leonardo Art playing cards, it says it is actually trending towards $67,000. If that happens, we will get USB-C printing. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's another new deck to tell you about. A couple, actually. The first one is Modern Art Deco playing cards. It looks like that for the back design, the box. It's a little pricey. Well, it's actually, sorry, the other one I'm thinking of is a little bit pricey. It's not bad. In fact, it was a little bit pricier. Originally, he was charging $14 for shipping to Canada. I said, that's ridiculous. There is Canadian shipping options, and he's reduced that to $9, so that's good. But anyways, here's the back design, the ace of spades, the other aces, the court cards. Looks very nice. I will say the court cards, they look pretty much identical from one suit to another. Other than they have a different pose or whatever, or facial hair and non-facial hair. But basically, he took the same guy for the kings. He changed the facial hair from one to the other. Changed the pose, as you can see. Same for the jacks, same for the queens. And it's a little bit odd. But I do like the artwork. It's very nice. Classic, traditional looking court cards, more or less. The number cards are pretty cool. Jokers, they're okay. The back design, lots of details you can see. It's very nice. Early birds were able to get these Expert Point Card Company pack jackets. These are being printed by Expert Point Card Company. I have seen somebody pointed out on the forum a link to what the cards look like originally, and this is a hell of a lot better than what they look like originally. I will say that much. Currently, it is 22% funded, 28 days to go. This is by Randy Coffey, who did previously have a project on Kickstarter. It was the Bicycle Optics, which had an optical look to it. It did not do well. This one, I think, is so far is doing better. Kick Track says it is trending towards very well funded. So we'll see if that plays out. I do like it, so we'll see what happens. Jet Setter playing cards by Paul Arrecchio is funded, 3 days to go. Gag Order playing cards from Dave Boyd, 75% funded, 52 hours to go. I don't know if it's going to happen. All I can say, one word that comes to mind with this one is ouch. because it's only 75% funded with a $1,750 goal. And it's running out of time. It is trending right now towards 86% funding. It is not looking good. I think wiretap playing cards are pretty much done. This is the second deck that he's tried with the wiretap theme, and neither one has funded, even with a $1,750 goal, more limited quantities. It's not working. It didn't help that he went from, legends down to make playing cards. That cut out a bunch of backers, and probably a lesser quality as well, not the linen air. So definitely hurt by that, which is unfortunate. CXX playing cards by Jarek 120, 63% funded, 5 days to go. Is not going to happen. And Jarek himself has admitted in a video he posted that it's not going to happen, that it's a fail. Although I have to question what kind of an idiot would make a video while driving. That just is dumb. But yeah, it's trending towards 77% funding. He has pretty much admitted defeat and says he's learned a lot and that he will, I don't know, maybe come back. Interference playing cards by James Haney, 4% funded, 10 days to go. It's not going to happen. That one's like a yo-yo, 4%, 3%, 4%, 3%. It's going back and forth. But it's definitely not going to happen. Even if he wasn't running two projects on Kickstarter right now at the exact same time, he would still not fund because they're just not that good. 420 playing cards from San Martins, 36% funded, 19 days to go. Not going to happen at this rate. Carbon fiber playing cards by Sly Cly, 76% funded, 4 days to go. Let's see what this says. It says it's trending towards 85% of the goal. Not going to happen. I've been saying that for a while. I mean, it still needs like $8,000, $9,000 in order to fund. That's a lot of money in 4 days. Valentine's playing cards by Anna de Dones, 12% funded, 32 days to go. Again, I've been saying for a while that I don't believe this one is going to fund. Because it's just going way too slowly. And again, it doesn't help that the Valentine's Day theme, Valentine's Day is over, so it loses kind of an interest in people's eyes. I'm not even seeing that in here, so we won't worry about it. I'm not seeing it anymore, so we won't worry about it. I don't think it's going to happen. It's just way too much of a distance from being funded. Retro Deck, Coral Modern by Craig Calassian, 80% funded, 22 days to go. It should fund in a matter of time. Icons, Imperial Edition, very well funded, 4 days to go. Suit the Dice, Burn the Cards by Simon Lee. I don't think I have to tell you, it's not going to happen. 0% funded, 9 days to go. Raids, Face Playing Cards by Anthony Harris. I don't think I have to tell you, this one is not going to happen. Even with 53 days to go, it is only 4% funded. And I saw that on here. I should send the guy this link. I told him, I messaged him and told him you're an idiot, basically. And here we go. It is going to do horribly if this is any indication. And that's actually being very fair to the project. I don't think it's going to do anywhere near that well. Joker 82 playing cards by Russell Common, 23% funded, 14 days to go. Not going to happen at this rate. The Blacklight Monster Deck by Robert Wawrzyniak, 16% funded, 8 days to go. It's not going to happen. Chevron playing cards, the second deck from James Haney, has stopped at 5% funding. For 11 days to go, it's not going to happen. probably it's the same people pledging for Sevron and his other deck, and that's not good if it's the same people because it's very, very few people pledging for those projects. Then there is Tenabra. Currently 94% funded, 27 days to go. It is trending towards doing very well if it continues at this rate, although I'm surprised it has not funded yet. Right now, it's for this Aqua deck. I think we looked at that previously. And there's a stretch goal for the Verde deck, the green deck. Smash It, card game for mature people by Keith Redmond, which actually, has basically regular playing cards, as you can see, with lots of weird pictures and a weird deck design. 0% funding, 25 days to go. It's not going to happen. Then there's the Triangles prototype. Playing cards with a B stock by Casio Initiative. I saw that one on Kick Track. Whoops. This is not a new deck. This is a reprint. That is all it is. I already have a deck like this. I got it like 2 years ago when it was originally released. I guess they ran out, so they decided to reprint it. Now apparently with a B stock. Although, quite frankly, I haven't noticed much of a difference in stocks lately, so I don't know what's B and what's Bicycle anymore. It just seems very familiar, very similar between stocks. I don't know if I've seen any decks with a B stock in quite some time, but they're called the Triangles prototype. Why it's called prototype, I don't know, because it's clearly not a prototype. I guess it's just the name. Yeah, it's not to indicate that it's a prototype deck. But they were marketed in Korea and sold in more than 10 countries, it says, over 3,000. Apparently they say it has a vintage black and red customized design. If they mean worn out by saying vintage, then yeah. But it's definitely not vintage looking at all. Back design, here it is. It's just looks like a bunch of blur. I've never been a big fan of this deck, even though I got them. Apparently they only produced 1,500 decks through USBC, which begs the question, how? Last I checked, the minimum quantity for a B stock deck for USBC was 5,000 decks. So I'm very puzzled by this. But anyways, there it is. There's also DVDs and mats and whatnot. I'm not interested. Like I said, I already have these. Same thing. And it's just not doing it for me. It's trending towards funding quite well, as you can see. With only a $5,000 goal, it should fund. Whoops. But anyways, moving along. Talents playing cards from Carlos Contreras. 1% funded, 17 days to go. I don't think I need to check Kick Track for that one. It's not going to happen. A card game for Falling in Love. Yeah, that's always good. American Originals playing cards by Montague Collection. 28% funded, 14 days to go. Again, it's not going to happen. Islet or Islet playing cards by Carla Pruitt. It is funded, 19 days to go. Viking Poker by Stephen Westman. I don't know why I keep mentioning these. They would barely interest anyone watching these videos, but they're 60% funded, 27 days to go. Not going to happen. And oh my words. Card game, Pack of Jerks. I can make this game out of just people in the playing card world. Just out of those that have turned into Kickstarter jerks. Scottish influenced playing cards by Post Products. 4% funded, 12 days to go. Obviously not going to happen. Maximum Minimalist Deck by Project 319. I don't even know why this is a project or why I'm mentioning it, but it is well funded, being that it only had a $12 goal and there's 18 days to go. Best I can tell, They're simply selling something they're buying from a Magic website, and that they're not actually producing this themselves. I don't know, or maybe they are producing it themselves, but it's ridiculous. Cracking cards, 16% funded, 14 days to go. It is not going to happen. And that is that for playing cards on Kickstarter. Then there is Contraband playing cards, just released from Fury 11 a couple of days ago. Pretty cool. Highly detailed boxes, as you can see. Details inside the box. Nice custom court cards that are simple, elegant, yet somewhat elegant. I would say that there's some elegance to them, but they're definitely simple. They're beautiful, classic-looking court cards, but completely custom. And it's just pretty cool. A book lamp. Very interesting. I wonder how much that is. It's a lamp with a vintage Edison bulb. Antique power switch. It's also a safe, apparently, for playing cards, as you can see. Very, very interesting. But it is $150. The decks are only $7.95 each, as you can see. And here's the back design, in case you're wondering. Really cool. Nice. I like it. Definitely check these ones out. Somebody was saying that these are too pricey. They're $7.95 each. That is not pricey. If it was like $9.95 each or more, you can understand that a little bit. But it is beautiful, elegant, completely custom deck, or almost completely custom. $7.95 is a very reasonable price. I don't see how anyone can say that is pricey. What else did I want to say? Then there's this, DoDPlayingCards.com. It is a new Day of the Dead deck, apparently printed by Legends, and it's got Legends branding on it. Although this actually looks like a USPC logo and not a Legends logo, but I don't know. It actually doesn't specifically say who produced it. But here's your back design. Very nice, highly detailed, lots of beautiful colors. And the faces. Again, very nice. The aces. Every suit has a different color on the face. Gold, red, or kind of an orangey gold, a red, a green, and a purple. Very cool. Beautiful court cards. The Jokers look a little bit too similar to the court cards, but they work. This was originally on Kickstarter last year, I think it was. At the same time, there was like Muertos and the Day of the Dead from Collectible Playing Cards and whatnot, and possibly shortly after the other Day of the Dead bicycle deck. And it did not do well, but somehow it has been fulfilled and produced. You can get it at DoDPlayingCards.com. A little pricing, $13 each plus shipping, from what I recall, but it's not bad. It's pretty cool. That is what I've got. I can't think of anything else, and the other decks started coming out, so I will see you next time with more.